There are approximately 250 HO scale locomotives on this layout, which gives me the possibility of, I'm guessing, at a million different consists. So let me show you those locomotives as quick as I can. I have NS. There's some NS. And then I have BNSF. And then there are some Montana rail links. Still waiting on some chassis for some shells. I won't go into the details on which is which. Have to go underneath that. I tried putting a lift up there, but it didn't work out so well, so I just went ahead and fixed it to the wall and go underneath it every time. Here's some more locos. I've done about 70 custom painted locos, and you can see which ones are customs if you know anything about model railroading. And if you want to see my locos, the custom ones that I painted, look up HO scale custom locomotives 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's parts 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because I had so many, I had to make several different videos over the years that I was painting locomotives. And these are some cheap GP9 Walthers or sharing one decoder. I wouldn't waste a lot of money on those. They're junk, basically, as far as I'm concerned. Here's some Montana rail links. This right here was a Athearn Genesis Milwaukee Road FP45. I cut it down to an F45 and made a Montana rail link out of it. So, and let's go over here. Here's a train setup. This is a customized Kato that I got real cheap. I customized it, put the window in the front door. And this right here was a UP-9. I did two of these, 700 and 709. So that's a Kato. I bought a chassis with a shell because I needed a chassis, and I didn't paint this one, but it was so well done that I decided to keep it that way, and I finished it. And I am going to turn it into a private lumber company rather than paint it, make it something else. I'm not sure exactly what it was supposed to be. This is the first loco that I painted. I did it with a white spray paint can of white spray paint anyway. And there's a Proto 1000 that I did. And then here is a Kato SD40-2 B unit that I did. And there's a custom Kato back there. If BN or BNSF had kept their older SD40s, that's what they would have looked like, but they sold them all off. But I made them rusty. This is a Broadway Limited, only one I ever bought. I'll never buy another one. It's junk. It sounds good, but it's a piece of junk. It keeps falling apart and having to fix it all the time. There's an Atlas. And every time I buy a chassis for a shell I painted, I end up sometimes with another shell that I paint, so I'm still waiting on chassis. Here's a Kato GP35s. Real Power Products with a Kato cab on both of these. It's so difficult getting chassis on eBay that are affordable. And this is the Fantasy Loco. It doesn't actually exist. I had a SD45 Kato shell, and I liked this paint scheme, so I went ahead and I painted it. And there's just so many locos here to go into detail on each one. You're better off to look at my videos on YouTube. Custom HO scale locomotives, parts 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm not telling you that to have subscribers or have views or likes. I'm just telling you I'm not concerned about subscribers or likes. This is my helper track. And then there's another train down there. And this right here, this is one of my favorites. This was a Athearn GP38 shell that I cut down to make a GP28 out of, and I painted it and decaled it. Think before you cross. That's the trouble with Americans. They don't think anymore. There's some more logos. XCP I painted. And this was a Proto 1000 or 2000, I can't remember. I painted that one, BNSF. That was a deal. I got that for, I think, $50 with a decoder in it. There's more. There's a tiger. It's my yard helper, or my yard unit. Some more there. This is how I come up with almost 250 locos. Actually, I don't know the number. I'm working on a loco right now, and I guess I'll show you. This is going to be Montana Rental Lake 131. Yeah, 131 GP9. This is how I do this. I put them in there. You can't drop the loco shell as long as you hold on to the holder. And that's got a chassis. It only cost me $20 plus $13 for shipping and then the tax. There's tax now when you buy stuff online. So these right here, all foreign roads and lease units. Most all of these are painted by me. This is a Caslo. That's got a Caslo cab on a Kato -9. That's an Atlas. That was a Conrail. I turned it into a CN X LMX. And here's an Athearn. That's a tribute to the loss of the crew on that. I think it was July of 2005. Yeah, the crew was killed. And Kato makes nice locos, but none of them are prototypical. And I made this Kato SD40 look the way it's supposed to for Wisconsin Central. And some more lease units. I did 2 of these. Here's the other one. It's really nice. It's fun just putting different locos together, making consist. And I did some Atlas LMX, 2 of those. And here's an Athearn X Rio Grande. Now it's RENX or REX. Geez. And here's another Kato HLCX with the canopy on the back doors. And here's another example of Kato doing a loco that doesn't exist or not doing it prototypically. CSX never owned a -9. This is supposed to be a -8, but Kato doesn't make any -8s. So there's a UP, good use one I bought real cheap at a hobby store before eBay really got out of control and the hobby stores went out of business. Now you can't find the hobby stores anymore. And I bought all of my son's loco. I bought all of them. I spent a lot of money on my son's stuff as he was in high school and going through college. And he's a half hour away. He doesn't come here. He hasn't been here over a year. His mother has breast cancer. Do you think he'd come visit his mother? No. And I tried getting him involved in custom painting, detailing locomotives. And he's helped me out, but he's never actually finished the loco. And here's a Caslo that I bought for him that I ended up finishing. Tried to get him started on it, but he just wasn't interested in it. I don't know what could be more fun than doing custom locos. I spent a lot of time on that. Doesn't look too bad. I realized the bell's supposed to be red, but for some reason it just looks better when it's brass. And I have a lot of them that I'm supposed to paint the same colors of loco, but I painted them brass. It just looks better. This is a Kato shell. This is a quick kit bash. Turned it into a B unit. Here's another shell that I painted, and this is a Lifelike GP38 that I turned into a Bandit. It's very custom. This is an Atlas, Milwaukee Road. This is one son and I did, and this one's Proto 2000, Proto 1000. Those are already painted. And these are the locos that I made comments about that were on the shelf here in boxes. If you didn't believe there's actually locos in there, let me go through these real quick. This is my son's CP stuff. Most of these have decoders, not all of them, but most of them do. There's a couple of Athearns. Some more Catos. Okay, and here's one I painted. Another one I painted. These are Catos. These are Catos. Misty 45s. Every one of them that CP owned. This one here I painted. Son and I did this one. Son and I did that 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 one. I've actually had to finish them though. He'll come here and do a little bit, and then it sits there for weeks and weeks. So I just went ahead and finished it. Here's some extra NS that I have. And then I didn't take these out of boxes. Here's another one Son and I did. And one of the most expensive locos I bought was one of these. I can't remember which, $187. Just so I could have both of them. Here's a custom loco that I did. And another one that I did. And this one was like this. This is not customized. So did I show you the... Yeah, I showed that already. So basically, how I come up with a million different consist types is because there's almost 250 locos down here. And I'll never in my lifetime get that 1 million different types of consist. But it's fun to make up different consist and run them. Okay, thank you.